Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Patriots Draft Hub presented by Patriots Clubhouse. This will be the series where throughout the offseason, and I know it's kind of early to do this, but ever since the trade deadline, I want to see where the Patriots are at, where are some of the holes that the Patriots need as we head into the second half of the season and as we head into the offseason when we fill in for like holes or like within free agency and the draft, since we did next to nothing, unfortunately, in the trade deadlines, with the exception of trading away Keon White for a conditional 7th rounder and Kyle Duggar for a 6th rounder. But as always, I am your host, DTN, aka Dow, and I got Tyler, aka Paperways, with me. Tyler, how are we doing?
I'm doing pretty good, man. Happy to be here. Happy to talk some draft.
Yes, for sure. And as always, if you haven't already, please make sure that you smash the like button, hit subscribe. It's completely free, and it helps us grow significantly here on this channel, and we appreciate the support. And if you want to be active and ask any of the hosts or the panelists questions about whether it's like draft or like Patriots related, you can always post your questions and comments relating to Patriots and football only in the YouTube chat. Or if you want to hang out with us, please, in the top right corner, scan the QR code, which leads you guys to the Patriots Clubhouse Discord. You do not want to miss that opportunity. But let's get started with the mock drafts. And I know that it's kind of early for mock drafts, but for Patriots fans that don't know why we're doing a mock draft early, why do you think that Patriots fans might want to like look into the mock drafts now, just so that in the offseason that we're ready for the draft?
So it's good to know who you should be kind of targeting. Right now, we're very early on with what is going to be our biggest need. And we're also figuring out who is more than likely going to be entering the draft. Right now, where it sits, I have 30 edge rushers that I would say we could get within the top 5 rounds and probably be at least adequate to like Craig Woodson level starting. Like if we had to throw him in, they'd be able to service and do the job. Right tackles are limited, so it's good for us to know, hey, maybe this is a position we should jump early, as well as, there's obviously the let's get a receiver, splash big, things like that. You want to draw to know these names, find guys you like, find guys you think would be a good fit, and overall, it's just fun. It's fun to mock. It's fun to play armchair GM, and I don't know, feel like you have control or some kind of say and dictation of what the team does. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, granted that this is 1.0, so basically we have zero idea of what these prospects are. There's a possibility that some of these prospects might not want to opt out from eligibilities and may want to continue, may want to get drafted, but some of them might want to stay in college just to either improve their stock and whatnot.
Yeah.
And there's always for
develop their game, all that stuff. Yeah.
So possibly we will do another mock draft similar to this by like when the Senior Bowl comes and the Shrine Bowl comes. That's Absolutely. When usually the big, where we get to more of like these practice reps and from all different prospects that we might not know from schools.
Or the moment we get knocked out of the playoffs or something like that, knock on wood, hopefully we go to the Super Bowl, go Pats. But if we get knocked out of the playoffs, it's good to have that motivation or like some kind of glimmer of hope looking into the draft to make us better. So,
yes, for sure. And what's interesting in this mock draft, we are 30th. We're actually 30th from where it stands in the draft. Granted that not all of these are. So basically from 1 to like, I would say 18, those are like going to be your definites. But as we go beyond, like once we hit like from like 19 to 32, this is where everything could change based off of like playoff seedings or how the playoffs could go. So how does it feel now that we're not like in the top 10? Does it feel good that we don't have to be like, oh, we're getting a generational talent? Or do you feel like that this is completely different. We're just picking players that I think that could be culture setters for this Patriots squad?
I think ultimately, you want to see a winning result out of your team, and that's the name of the game. You want to be a winner. It doesn't feel good to be constantly like the Jets, the Jaguars, the Raiders, who like, and thankfully for the Jaguars' sake, they're kind of getting out of the woods there. But to be on the ascending side, you want to see results in your team. And truth be told, it's great to pick top 10 and get that guy that you're anchoring in, but it's also great finding guys later on in the draft that are absolutely crushing for your team, succeeding because especially in this class for the areas that we're looking at, yeah, I think we're going to find a lot of good crushing players that we can knock out of the park taking. So just cross your fingers the right one falls and that we make the right picks.
Yes, for sure. And by the way, guys, if you're interested and want to call in, remember that after we do like the main drafts of me and Tyler doing these like specifically on like 2 on PFF to get an idea of what we should get on offense, what we should get on defense. The second of the 7th round draft, like the second 7th round draft after we're done with the first 2 and the third one, we will take calls and you can participate in doing a group mock draft that just to see what we should think that the Patriots want. What do you think Mike Vrabel, not Mike Vrabel, Elliot Wolf or Ryan Cowden might be looking for? But let's get started with PFF.
And real quick, guys, if you're here and we're torn between 2 players, like Dow likes somebody, I like somebody just a little bit better, we'll leave it to you guys to be our tiebreaker. So stay interactive, stay in the chat, and keep this going for us. It's gonna be fun. I love the draft. This is like we're all have an opinion on players, and it's cool that us Patriots fans can help decide this stuff.
Yes, and remember, please be respectful to each other because we do
absolutely.
Because we don't want to kick you out just because you're being disrespectful to somebody or to the panelists. But let's get this started with this draft, and we can start focusing on offense. Because I would say let's start with defense because everybody's been talking about how this pass rush defense has been lacking and why we haven't produced enough sacks, I would say. So it would be nice to start with the defense. So
before you hit enter, can you see if you can increase that speed just a little bit because it might drag for a minute?
Okay, so let's go. Actually, I'm going to do
right
this.
about there. That's perfect.
That's perfect.
Because it's gonna if we kept it at we're going pick. It's better to just let it kind of fly a little bit.
Mm-hmm. So
perfect, man.
As far as we know, the Saints get the number 1 pick. I thought it would be the Jets, but Saints, they have more need. Well, I thought it would be the Titans too because Titans have more needs. They need a head coach, a lot of stuff. Brandon Mendoza, Bain, no surprise. Caleb Downs, no surprise. Tyson, not surprised. Parker, dang it. Lemon, okay. Jerry McCoy, okay. Kendrick Falk, that's the guy I wanted. There's so many good players that I wanted.
There's a lot.
Okay, Maui Gold, that was the guy. I knew we would never get Maui Gold because he's like one of the best right tackles in the league right now. Well, in the conference. Okay, let's take Denzel Boston. That's the guy that I wanted.
But did he just go? Yes.
Yes, he went to the Buccaneers. But let's take a look at defense. When we take a look at what are some of the positions like specifically on defense that we want to look for? We want to look for like edge rusher, a pass rusher, because we're band-aids at this point.
Yeah, so we're stacked in the middle with Milton and Christian. So definitely defensive tackle is not really so much of a priority. What I will say that's kind of staring directly at me, Vega Ione, Penn State left guard, and directly underneath of him is R. Mason Thomas. So, and Jennings Dunker for the right tackle. So we are at a 3-position standstill of what is going to be the best bet. So R. Mason Thomas, absolutely explosive player, has been crushing it at Oklahoma for the last 2 years. Ione is absolutely the best offensive lineman, in my opinion, on Penn State. And Jennings Dunker would be a good developmental right tackle. I think he's a right tackle. Some experts are saying he's going to kick inside to guard. That would be worst case scenario. So if we want to have a similar Will Campbell situation, we're going to go with Jennings Dunker. But no, I think between having an elite pass rusher, I think our Mason Thomas can be elite. I think he's going to skyrocket up this a little bit more, but this is also the best left guard in the class. So that's my insight on those two. Whatever you think here is going to be the best bet.
Since I don't think of Everett, I'm looking at LT Overtone, but since everybody's been hammering for Mason.
My only thing with Overton is that we just got rid of Keon White, and he was supposed to be like knocking it out of the park this year. This is supposed to be his solidified, I'm going to be a top 15 pick. He's not been it this year. He's still done good. Like, don't get me wrong. He's performed well, but you just see these guys like R. Mason Thomas, David Bailey, Romello Height. These guys are just knocking it out of the park. And I just hold the style of edge that Vrabel's drafted with Harold Landry in Tennessee, who he has right now at Chase on. He's got this like frame of mind of size player that he likes, which is that 6'3", 6'2" range. I'd say 250 is probably his weight. 240, 250 is R. Mason Thomas's weight, which I think you see on first look. But you can see his stats right there. Like 5 sacks, 18 hurries, pressures, essentially. He's got a batted pass. A little bit of improvement could be needed in the run game there because he's not getting as many hits. But all in all, he has been crushing it this year and making a name for himself. And as you see there with LT Overton, he's definitely getting sacks. His hurries are okay. It's not the pressures, hurries, however you want to describe it, are there. R. Mason Thomas is just a little bit more explosive to me, in my opinion. If you want to check out Vega Ione real quick, you can see how he's looking right now, as well as it should show you how many sacks he's allowed.
See how many sacks. So he has allowed 0. So there's a huge improvement with like sacks allowed. However, it also improved with like how many hurries allowed, how many hits allowed. So granted that Jared Wilson, he's meant to be your future center. But because of how well Garrett Bradbury is, my thought process right there is that Garrett Bradbury is like technically mentoring Jared Wilson. I don't know exactly how I word it correctly, but the thing with Jared Wilson is that I think that during his time with Georgia, before he got his first inaugural season at center, he had reps at right guard. So like if Mike Vrabel doesn't trust Michael Onwenu, I would not be shocked if Jared Wilson shifts over to right guard, since he did have reps at right guard, and then get this guy at left guard, maybe be a plug-in and have him and Will Campbell be like, a force. But when I look at Dunker, the guy that I wanted, he's okay, but at least we need somebody, because I know Morgan Moses, he's still got 2 years left, but he's getting old. So I'm just thinking of getting guard at this point, but then again,
it's so we can play it two ways here. Do we want to go ahead and take left guard? He is the best one in my opinion. There is Oregon's, I'm going to butcher his last name without seeing it right in front of me. It's okay. He is the best left guard in this class. Plays that position, and he's fierce. There's a play, I think it was against UCLA. He pancakes this dude, and while he's down, he just hits him again, just like keeping him out of the play completely. He's very good against speed rushers, and guess what? The one unfortunate area of Will Campbell's game is against speed rushers, as we saw against Herbig with the Steelers. So he could help shore up that left guard spot. We move Jared Wilson to center. We let Garrett Bradbury walk, and we just have a young offensive line. And then our next areas of target is edge. But like I said, if we want to take one of the top edge guys here, this would be the time to do it with R. Mason Thomas, or we can gamble it because it is a stacked edge class. That is your decision.
If I let's see what chat wants, because I know Nelson says R Mason Thomas is the guy. That's what my Nelson wants. But Nelson asked, what about Trey Zun, offensive guard from Texas A&M?
I don't know where he would fall directly just yet. He probably is like in that third round range. So, I mean, we can take a shot. And we also got to think in mind, too, these mock drafts, the actual draft happens after free agency. So we don't know if they're going to address guard in this. So
I would play it safe by playing edge, because who knows if their Patriots are going to re-sign K'Lavon Chaisson since he's on a 1-year deal. And then
correct. And who knows if they're going to sign. They may look at Bradbury's performance and say we should keep this guy and keep Wilson at left guard if he shows improvement. So it might just be, if it's not broken, don't fix it, or if it's not broken, don't, like whatever. If it's working essentially.
Okay, so I'm going to go with R Mason Thomas for this.
Okay, cool. And then we'll just see where it falls for us.
So Silas, Dunker going with the Bengals. Okay, Chris Bell went to the Ravens.
Okay, so
Chris Bell's the guy that Nelson wanted. So
yeah, he's very similar to AJ Brown. If you watch their college tape side by side, like very, very similar, explosive, like yard after catch stuff, and just physical body shape, everything is all very similar to him. So
okay. All right. I see the one player that I know in this list is I see CJ Allen, that's one of them, and then CJ Daniels.
Okay. We can scroll down just a little bit as well too. And keep her going just a bit. So now actually let's discuss here real quick. What do you think would be the best approach here? Do we think that we need more polishing on the defense, and like go for like linebacker, or should we kind of mix and match, like have a healthy balance here of address what like each of the obvious glaring needs?
That is a really good question, because I'm thinking of like, one, yes, the defense needs to be improved. Like we need more of like a homegrown coverage linebacker, because I don't think we have like a coverage linebacker in a sense. And basically Robert Spillane can't do all the dirty work. And Ellis, I'm not a huge fan of Ellis. And then Gibbons, he's on a 1-year deal, I think. So it would be nice to get like a homegrown talent at linebacker. But if I were to look at CJ Allen, he has looked really good.
Yes, he has. So I'm glad you bring that up. So CJ Allen coming out of Georgia, there was a player we liked a lot last year in the draft, and we were hoping that we could trade up for him. And that was Jalen Walker, also out of Georgia. And CJ Allen has basically taken the same role that Jalen Walker is like played his senior year, or not senior year, his last year at Georgia. So he's been the direct replacement for him. He is pretty good in coverage. He's a very smart player. I've got my notes in front of me, so I'm going to kind of ad-lib a little bit here. So he's very smart. He's good in zone coverage. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. He's not the strongest in zone coverage. He's better in man. He as a tackler, he's excellent. He can chase you all over the field. He has pretty much good hand techniques when he's trying to, like, if you line him up against the edge or line him up at edge, going up against linemen, he's got good hand techniques there. But he is more on like the patient side when it comes to blitzing. He just will act like he's going in the coverage, disguise it, and then he just does, like, waits for that open lane from his linemen and just goes for the attack there. So keep him bookmark for now. Let's go to tackle and guard. It should be able to let you select those two. OT, and then if you scroll it down a bit,
this is what I don't like about this.
Yeah, no.
Let me do this, and then offensive guard.
Oh, actually, I saw the bar. Yeah. So let's see.
So not. I know you're not a huge fan of Isaiah Ward. All of these like
Mm-hmm.
could be like third rounders. So like if we need like a
Yeah.
tackle, we can look into like the third round. But
While we're here, I'll tell you who exactly is a right tackle on that list, which is Gooley. Sorry, I was getting a trade in my fantasy football league. That is Gooseby, as well as Blake Miller.
I love Blake Miller.
Now Caden Green that you're going to see there, he's playing left tackle. He was a phenomenal left guard last year for them. So Blake Miller. No, I'm sorry. Gooseby is a left tackle. That's my mistake there. So
He's a
Gooseby's a
left
left tackle. Right tackle range right now is Blake Miller.
Blake Miller.
Ian Anchor from Arizona State.
Mm-hmm. Blake Miller is looking decent. I would say
Yes,
that
he is.
he would definitely like, since we could get like a developmental guy.
Yeah, I don't want to touch. I don't want to touch him here, but he is somebody. He's exactly similar personality to Will Campbell. Very like leadership. He's got the dog in him.
Oh, okay. I think I got interior offensive.
Okay, there we go. All right. So now I don't want to spoil something that's on my list, but Jaguza is there. He is on my list. Can I drop a bomb on you? He's only played 4 games total.
Only 4 games? That is insane.
He is hurt right now. He played in the playoffs and in the national championship. And in those 4 games that I've watched of him, holy shit. Right, this is hopefully my only cuss word I'm dropping today. Holy shit. The dude is a mauler. And you want to see more of him. And my only line of thinking of having him in there is he's a ball of clay. And you can put him wherever you want to because he's 6'7". I think he's going to go back to school ultimately. So right now, out of that list, I do like, to be honest, right there of Texas A&M, and it was probably a little rich because guard is not really a highly touted position for it. So I say let's go ahead and go back, and let's go ahead and just get the best available right there, and that's C.J. Allen. Well, hold on, one more thing. Let's check linebackers real quick. Do our due diligence. We're going to work our we'll work edge, linebacker, and if we got to do corner, we can do that. So let's go to linebackers and see. York really good.
The one player that I see on this list is Whit Weeks, who is like currently the captain for LSU.
Yeah, I'm not super big on him. I don't really know how else to really put this without like being a total trash on the player kind of thing. I watch him and I watch Harold Perkins, and obviously it can be coaching, it could be a lot of things. I just don't see where like these draft simulators are ranking them. I think they need to go back one more year.
Yes.
So it's just been sloppy play, but when they do make plays, they're so good. Can you go right underneath of Weeks for me real quick? There's probably a couple names here. So Jake Golday, really, really freaking good. And he's been playing linebacker, edge. He's been crushing it this year, and I would not be surprised if he goes like mid-late, like second round, early third round for the way he's performed. He's really made a name for himself this year. But if you're telling me somehow, some way, CJ Allen is right there, I'm taking him. That's my opinion. I think we should just go ahead and stick with our initial gut and go ahead and lock him in. Yeah, Nelson's right. He is Perkins is a 5th-year senior. It's just
he had injuries and it didn't help.
Yeah,
I don't want to go
It
for
just sucks.
I don't want to pick all the players for LSU because they did fire Brian Kelly, who I don't think is a good head coach in my opinion.
And
So
it's not fair to the players too that like they're in those situations that coaching's clearly not cutting it for them, and all we can really hope they can do is um show better with like the coaching that's going on right now. You know, like it's all you can really like. Or the new upcoming coaching hopefully can light a fire in this team and get them going. So,
mhm.
all right, are we at our final selection here for the
Yes,
third
this is
round?
the final selection. When I
Okay,
look at this, I'm the other position we can also look at is safety because
sure.
granted that we need more of like a safety that could be like a hard hitter, but then again, we knowing Mike Vrabel, he likes getting safeties who are like in coverage. So like, but the problem is we want safeties that can get into tight ends, and that is the problem. So
So
what
let
do you
me.
think of Zaki Wheatley? That's the safety I'm looking at.
I had him actually lower. He's had some issues throughout this year. He's not in my big board, so I'm going to tell you exactly why I was not high on him. Can you click his profile for me real quick so I can compare notes on something? That's what I need to see. What is he playing? Is he playing deep? So he is playing deep,
He plays a lot of
and
deep,
then
a bit in the box, and then some of the slot, but
I had him
primarily
ranked
the box.
lower, but I don't remember what I wrote up on it. And that's what I'm trying to find right now. Defensive back, and I need safeties. So while you have that pulled up for me, I'm going to tell you what was the issue that one of my sources had for him outside of what I saw of him.
Don't sleep on John Sanders. John Saunders, LOL. Yeah, the thing is,
Yeah, we can roll with those guys for a while.
yeah, I think John Saunders. He could. We
Yes,
don't.
okay.
I don't watch his tape at Ole Miss, so it's hard for me to know. But
He was too under the radar for really me looking into him. Um, what was it that they had?
he's great against. He's great. He has played a lot in the run defensive snaps, and then a little bit in coverage snaps.
His tackling. He's not. Yeah, it's tackling has been like his issues. So he blows up too much on tackling. It may have improved. I've not watched Penn State religiously this season, but he's can be sloppy tackling. It usually requires a second body to help him bring somebody down. It's not the worst of worst things in general. He is he gets blown up sometimes as well against the run. Um, that's at least what I have some notes on there. But let's go to. Can you pull up the full safety list for me, actually, real quick? You're already on it. Michael Traff would be Otao Johnson's good one there. Emmanuel McNeil Warren, he should be ranked a hell of a lot higher. And let me actually go back to my rankings.
Well, outside of Downs and Diamond, I think Holy's also taken off. Rod
Yeah,
Morgan,
so I have Tafe or Tayaf, however you want to pronounce it, out of Texas. Michael Tayaf out of Texas. He's 6 for me. Emmanuel McNeil Warren is 7. Sab 8. Tao Johnson 9. And then Saki Wheatley from I don't know if I was just watching the other guys more impressed by what I saw here, but Wheatley I had at 12. I wasn't really loving what I was seeing, as well as just further reading up on it. It just helped confirm where I was at. I felt good at 12 for him there. Um, Everybody's rankings are going to be different no matter what, but that's at least from what I got from watching. I just
yeah.
wish I kept more notes of like if there's anything specific, but no.
So looking at
Um, so he's ranked high there, but also if you see somebody we were just talking about as well, was Blake Miller. And
we need a right tackle because maybe more of like a developmental left tackle. But all of these rankings, they are not like set in stone still.
no, but not anywhere close. Like Dennis, Dennis Sutton, he's not having the best year.
And they also fired
Yes,
got fired their head coach, so that wouldn't be fair either.
A lot of stuff there, and it's hard. It's hard to that is the hard thing about this right now is a lot of these guys when their coaches are fired, especially if like a defensive side or like Blake Miller's case, the offense hasn't been performing the best. Like he's going to have to prove and solidify himself in Senior Bowl and Combine. Look, I view it this way. Jalen Hawkins has done really well for us. He's really improved as the season's gone along. Craig Woodson is still coming along very well.
Mm-hmm.
I say in terms of right tackle, if you can you pull up the tackle list for me real quick?
Tackle list, okay. Let's pull up filters and then offensive tackle. So I see Miller as the top choice, and then you got Chaplin, you got Davis, you got Barber, Freeland.
Brian Parker. Okay. Brian Parker's actually a really good one too. Shoot. I don't think he would be there. I'm respecting the board here. Brian Parker, really, really freaking good and can play anywhere you need him. I would say we're in round 3. I think Brian Parker can go mid day 2. Blake Miller, this is about the comfort safe zone of where I think he would go. Would be roughly this mid to late third round, just based off of how the season's gone for Clemson. I think he just fits. If they loved Will Campbell, I can't see why they wouldn't love Blake Miller. And you see, look, most drafted by Patriots fans as well too. Not that that totally matters, but that is where he typically lands.
But this is where you would thought it would be like high in like the second round, but
it is dropped. And it's more on the basis of how Clemson has performed. It's not been the year anybody expected. They were supposed to be.
I had high hopes for Clemson, especially on Klubnik, but they regressed for some reason.
It just fell off of a cliff, and I don't think they could handle the hype that was built around them, unfortunately. And it's hurt everybody's stock, like Peter Woods, obviously T.J. Parker. He's now even getting dropped to us in mock drafts I'm seeing. So it'd be nice to get T.J. Parker, but I think I would still prefer R. Mason Thomas from what I'm seeing of him this year. Look, I think let's go ahead and get our guy.
Nelson asks, what are your thoughts on Riley Mahlman, offensive tackle from Wisconsin?
He's really big. He is a left tackle. He could play right. You can move. You can maneuver guys left and right. Does it fit? For me, look, if we can get the guy that plays the exact position, just lock the position in. You know, let's just like if that's what they play, let's roll with it, and that's what they're going to play for us. No need to try to teach.
With switching left tackle to right tackle, you're not going to get like a Tristan Wirfs or a Penei Sewell who are good in like on both sides. Well, I know Penei Sewell played left tackle in Oregon, but then mainly played right tackle for Detroit. And when I'm looking at Washington with Josh Carnley, the guy who I really wanted, he is not looking good as a right tackle because Tunsil is playing majority at left tackle. So if I were to look
different footing.
So I would prefer get a right tackle, specifically at right tackle. You have said it correctly. I think for you guys, if you want May to take an even bigger step next year to elite, I
agree.
I would agree too, because the trenches is what wins games, and I think that's really important. So I would look into Blake Miller as one of the guys who I think that
I just think it's just the safest player, and you're relying more on the tape of just like Will Campbell. I felt like the 2 years prior, before Garrett Nussmeier, that sold me. It was the year with Nussmeier's where all these questions started coming up about him because Nussmeier kept holding onto the ball too freaking long, and he kept drifting in the pocket, and it made a lot of things hard. They switched the whole entire offensive scheme for Nussmeier, and it was a lot for an already solidified offensive line that had to transition from. I think they had to transition into more zone blocking than what they were doing previously with Daniels. So yes, I agree. I think right here, Blake Miller. Let's go ahead and knock it out, and I think we're gonna have a solid start to a draft right there.
Okay, so for the second, let's see what we can do in the second draft. Let's see what we did for the first one. No, I don't want to look at ads.
And I think, by the way, I think PFF only gives you one per day.
Okay, so one per day.
Yeah, I think.
So I'm looking at this list. So round one, I can't see the names because
No, it's okay. I'll tell you. It was R. Mason Thomas, edge out of Oklahoma, C.J. Allen,
we got an
linebacker out of Georgia, and then Blake Miller.
B+. So now we got a general idea of the three positions we might need. Like I'm thinking, obviously these are not going to be like accurate. And yes, DF, please make sure to like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. This is some still good stuff left to watch. Yes, for sure. Maybe that since we have an idea of like what we can get, like a right tackle, edge rusher, and maybe a coverage linebacker, since I know for the pass rusher has been lacking, and then coverage, we're ranked 19th when it comes to like the pass defense, so that would be like improve. But DF is wondering, what do we do at running back? Because Stevenson, he's dealing with a toe injury. Gibson is, I think he tore his ACL when he played against Buffalo. So what do we do at running back there? Because you can't just rely on Trevion Henderson.
Yeah, well, Terrell Jennings has really stepped up, and coaching really seems to like him. We've kept him at the practice squad. We've brought him up. We've had to rely on him numerous games now since Gibson's gone down, and I just think he's just somebody the coaching staff loves and wants to continue to see him get this opportunity. It was real, not to speak too much on the guy's personal business or whatever, but he and Pop Douglas were doing an interview with the Patriots YouTube channel, essentially. And he admitted that he was homeless and he was staying at Pop Douglas's grandma's house. And so really inspiring that the dude's worked his tail off to get to where he's at. And I hope this could be a good success story for him. And he might even be somebody that just surprises us and can stay on the team somehow. So all hope for Terrell there. So, but
yeah. Now let's get into the regular simulator, and then the second time we'll do the regular simulator, we will invite some of you guys to the calls. Just remind, so we're going to keep it at normal staff, so we're going to do it at 7 rounds. I'm going to close some ads because I despise ads. I don't know why, so I can exit some of that quickly. So we'll start the Patriots. We're going at normal speeds just so we get an idea of what we can see. Grant, and then let's take a look right here. So yeah, some of these rankings with this platform are weird in a sense, but yeah,
they can be a little off the wall at times, but no, I mean, you just roll through with it. Like, I'm watching them as they kind of fall on my computer here.
Okay, and we're not doing trades because
Peter
trades
Woods
are
18. Yeah, no trades.
So so
Chris Burrell went that early. Wow.
So I see a guy that I'm looking for, Denzel Boston. We need it was nice to get like a huge wide receiver that Drake May can throw to, because the tallest wide receiver for a team right now is Matt Collins, and Matt Collins is getting up in age, and Stephon Diggs, he is also getting up in age too. So it's nice because Mike Vrabel would prefer getting more of like a homegrown type, and I know that Drake May passing to like bigger guys, it would be easier for him so we can see them, because when it came to like his connection with Pop Douglas, he couldn't like The problem in that Steelers game is that he had a problem with like CM because he's 5'8", so it makes sense to get a bigger guy, more of like an X guy. So
Well, Denzel Boston, he's 6'4", phenomenal hands. I my only thing right now against him is, or what at least teams may say against him, is just like you want to see a little bit more away from like the chest range and so forth. You want to see a lot more open-handed, like, or arms up, like spread out more catch variety out of him. I think unfortunately right now, I think Damon Williams is kind of holding him back just a hair. He's not going to him as like, which is good for a quarterback to obviously spread the ball around, but in terms of when you're actually watching it, it's just like there's sometimes it's like he's wide open and Williams is just not hitting him. And especially against Ohio State, personally, I thought he was just more worried about his completion percentage because he was hitting guys on the shorter end while there's Boston broken away from a guy and he's wide open on a post that he could have hit and he could have extended the game and kept you in it, but he didn't do that. So I think ultimately, I love Boston. I think he's so
I
freaking good.
I was just watching
Um,
tape today, and he looked really good. In spite, I just did my research. He had horrific quarterback play in the past, so I think
mhm.
that getting an opportunity to play with a quarterback like Drake May, because I think he did spend time. He was behind Roman Dunze, Jalen Polk, and Jalen
Yes,
McMillan.
and I know this is one thing I do want to say real quick is that, man, there's a lot of people that have been saying like, well, we drafted Polk and he came out of Washington, and Roma Dunze is coming out of Washington. He's not doing anything. Drake May went to UNC, but he's not Mitch Trubisky. Like he's not, Sam Howell. Like he's performing way better than those guys have had their entire career, and it's only been within half a season. Mitch Trubisky, you're just kind of like, when he was initially taken, you're watching and it's like, okay, here's a flash game. All right, back to minuscule play from him. And Drake's just he's been shot out of a cannon and he just keeps going. So, and same thing with Justin Herbert out of Oregon. I looked at numerous Oregon quarterbacks and said, well, he went to Oregon. He's not going to be all that, and it proved me wrong. So you can't really look at a player just because of where they went to school and just assume they're exactly that player.
Yeah, that's the
Look,
problem with like N'Keal Harry and Ted McMillan.
yes, and or you could even argue the point too. Ted McMillan went to Arizona State. We shouldn't draft Tyson, who's killing it right now. Like you see, like you can't go off of a school of a player and say, hey, we shouldn't touch this guy because of where they went. Is the player that good is the question. And that's what you need to focus on. So before you look at a player and see what school he goes to and write him off, watch him play and let that tell you if you think they've got it. I watched Denzel Boston and he can freaking play. He just needs the right quarterback to keep feeding him the ball and letting him on a consistent basis make the big plays. And him staying at Washington as long as he has, he's been there for 3 years. He stayed loyal to that school. I like loyal players. This is
Yes,
the NIL era where these guys are transferring left and right because I want
it's
opportunities. He
crazy.
stayed to continue to develop his game because he trusted the coaching and he wanted to get to Dunze, Polk, and McMillan's level. Of those guys went in the first, second round. I've got a shot here to make this my wide receiver room, and he's been crushing it.
I get
So
before we. I think I want to say one more thing before I think we
sure.
can select Denzel Boston. Like I'm thinking of players on the Patriots who stayed true to their schools, like Will Campbell, who stayed true to LSU, Drake May, who stayed loyal to UNC, Hunter Henry, for example, with Arkansas,
Yeah.
Tayshaun Boutte with LSU. So and also Stephon Diggs with Maryland. So basically, I like players who are loyal to their alma maters throughout the entire collegiate career. It's really nice because that allows analytics and the scouts to focus on like players that have a good at players with good attitude, with culture, who have good culture, who are good culture setters and good leaders. That's what the Patriots are looking for sure.
Amen. I agree, man. And also too, it'd be pretty dope to have a Denzel Boston jersey in a New England Patriots jersey. So I say let's lock it in for all
Yeah,
the
let's lock it in.
Bostonians out there.
Nelson, let's get Denzel Boston
Mhm.
because we might want a wide receiver one. But Nelson asked, what about Chris Brazel, wide receiver out of Tennessee, who is like 6'5", 200 pounds? The problem with him is that unlike your typical 6'5", you have to be more bulked up, because I'm looking at Mike Evans, I'm looking at Drake London. They are a little more bulked up. Like
Yeah,
height may be one thing, the weight could mean another.
sure. And I'll get to the other. I see the other receivers he has listed as well too. So
That's the guy I'm looking for.
Branzel has been explosive, and you can also say the same thing about Carnell Tate because he's listed at 195. He's 6'3", 195, and he's being considered in the top 10 in some of these mocks that are coming up right now. I personally I like Brazel's explosiveness just a little bit more than Carnell Tate, but Tate's just been crushing it this year. I kind of have him ranked a little bit higher than Brazel right now. Um, Chase Roberts, BYU, he's been killing it, especially BYU getting listed for the playoffs right now. Ian Strong out of Rutgers has been crushing it. What's in Indiana? I'm gonna butcher his name. Indiana's wide receiver has been having a killer freaking year. Surratt, out of Indiana, he has been absolutely crushing it, and somebody to keep in mind too. I have been locked in on Denzel Boston since I think the first time I ever even spoke on this channel. 10 minutes later, I brought up Denzel Boston. I love the guy.
I
I
love that
say
guy.
we just
It would be
let's go
cool,
ahead
like
and
Milton
it'd be
Williams,
cool.
named after a town here in Massachusetts, and then Denzel Boston. That would be so legendary to have a
Yeah,
Boston jersey.
his catch radius, he's got good speed, he breaks away from tackles, he's smart, intelligent, loyal, good locker room leader. Just the what I think this is the range he could potentially be in between 23 to 28. I think he's better than that personally. And it just, if he had the better quarterback, he would be much higher and we'd be seeing it. Or if he was on Ohio State, we'd be talking about him like
Oh,
he's,
for sure.
you know what I mean?
Washington hasn't been talked about a lot ever since the other head coach, Kalen DeBoer, who is now the head coach for Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
Everything has been different with Washington. I haven't paid attention to much ever since
Yeah.
2024.
The new coach sold himself to Boston. Like he basically was like as I think he was already with Washington. Am I wrong here? I thought he was with Washington, or he just basically had introductories with his players. Regardless, he had introductories with his players, and Boston wanted to stay there. That was his school, and he stuck with it. And look at the results now. He's
I
considered for the
love
first round.
players who are loyal to their alma maters. That's what I focus on. But let's now, without getting carried away,
We've glazed over him enough.
yes.
Okay.
Let's take a look at the two players I'm looking at, Dylan and Dunker. Those are the two guys I'm looking at. Two positions that I think that we could secure. Safety, because obviously, like we said before, safeties have issues with going after tight ends. That's the one thing that I have with them, the safety room. But what are your thoughts on Dylan and how he could be an asset for the secondary?
I wanted to have him. I was skeptical. I didn't really. I when I initially watched him, I expected he was just going to be kind of like a hard hitting kind of guy, kind of more like a Harrison Bryant, but like not at that level yet. He is so freaking good. I have him as my second ranked safety. Am I correct here? My second ranked safety. I should know. I've been working on this list my entire. Yes, he is my second ranked
yes,
safety.
Mr. Thank you.
He is an absolute genius. He is a locker room leader. He came from Purdue the year prior, um, and he was a leader there. He's immediately kicked in the door in Oregon and has been a leader from the jump. And his game just continues to get better. He's the first one in, last one out every single weekly. He makes that be known. He competes with coaches, competes with quarterbacks, whoever's there. That he has to be the guy that knows everything. He studies plays on a ridiculous level, so each week he is prepared. If they go to the sidelines after a failed assignment, the dude knows exactly like, hey, this is where we messed up on. This is what went wrong. We're exposing too much in the boundary here. Like if we can tighten up or shift our focus to the boundary, we can lock that stuff like that. He's very aware of what to improve on mid game, as well as coming in prepared and playing the position as well. As he's a freaking hard hitting guy. He covers so well, especially in zone, even man. If you need him to move up, he can do so, but he's just better for that deep zone ish kind of area, in my opinion. Look, I think he's a Frable guy for sure.
I think he's a very good guy too, because he's not gonna be like Kevin Byard, who is like who Vrabel's brought in as a safety for Tennessee. But I like, since safety could be a glaring hole because we got rid of Kyle Duggar, we got rid of Jabril Peppers. You want to bring in new, freshly guys that could bring in a new culture to the new Patriots, not the old Patriots from the old dynasty. We're bringing in a new culture, and I think drafting guys who are leaders, guys that they can lean towards. He could be like the next Devin McCourty, if I'm
leader. I could see that. I can definitely see that for him, man.
I think he would definitely boost up that secondary. That's the guy I wanted. Then again, I like Dunker too, but safety would be nice to boost up that secondary.
One more name to mention here that we have listed on the screen. I know we've talked about Dunker. Joshua Josephs out of Tennessee. He's been crushing it this year as well. I do like Bernard's been pretty good. And Dominique Orange is getting a lot of love right now as well. But really, dude, I think I think if we want to, you're kind of putting yourself in a rock and a hard place here. If we have Hawkins for another year and he's doing really well, are we drafting him to be just an additional body, or are we, considering maybe like?
I don't know, because
you know what I mean. Like that's kind of like, because Hawkins has really improved the last few weeks, but it could definitely be better. And
also with Pettis, I don't know what we're gonna do with Pettis. And then you got then you got Saunders, but I think he's more of like I don't know what Saunders could do for this team. So it's nice because we got rid of Duggar and we got rid of Peppers. So
yeah, I think where we're at, look, I know it was mentioned earlier about where we're at with Drake May. We should focus on the offensive line. How about for this scenario? We addressed a lot of the offensive line in free agency. And right now we're landing the receiver that we think is going to be best for Drake. And this guy is just somebody Vrabel loves, and we can pair right beside Craig Woodson, and Hawkins he's going to have one more year
again.
Hawkins has one more year, if I'm not mistaken, after this.
I think he's on a 1-year deal as well, so he had to be. So I think he's going to hit free agency next year. So.
Okay. So if that's the case, he's only okay. So maybe that could be a good transition. So let's go with this scenario. We're gonna go ahead and lock in Dylan.
I love
so
TJ Parker. Oh gosh, TJ Parker. That could be the guy that we could get, but oh well. Let's see how
Yeah, no, I don't think he's
the
gonna fall
board can
this
change
far.
anytime.
Yeah,
You just got to play with the board.
yeah, no doubt. So Brazel, McNeil Warren is somebody if you haven't checked out, he's worth a watch. Um, if you know what you're looking for in safeties, like just awareness, he's definitely just has it.
So let's take a look at defense. Let's see what we can do with defense.
Sure.
Let's start off with offense and then get to defense. So I'm looking at this list. So
Get out of here, Steelers.
so far we got wide receiver, safety. Let's see what we got on running back. Running back, we're gonna have to wait until like the 4th round. But
Well, let's take a look. That's not totally true. We can still see because there might be a name or two I'll at least give some light on. Who do we got? Jonah Coleman. We can pair another Washington guy with him as well. Um, Hemby out of Indiana, our good pal Nelson in the chat reminded me he is still in college and he's actually playing alongside a couple other. Sorry, my cat's hopping in here. He's playing alongside a couple other really good running backs as well. Look, Jonah Coleman, he is on the shorter side. Hemby is going to be more of like a Ramondre Stevenson replacement. The other guy that there is no shot I believe he would be here, but Nicholas Singleton out of Penn State demolished demolished it last year, especially in the play, like getting to the playoffs. Le'Veon Moss, Texas A&M has been really good. Wisner, I don't think I've watched too much on him compared to these other guys. I've seen him like in passing and watching Texas games, like if whatever, but no. So if you want a Ramondre Stevenson replacement, Hemby would be a good guy. If you want a guy that's just as powerful but shorter, Jonah Coleman's the second best running back in this class.
mm-hmm. And then let's look at tackle. Let's see what we can
Yeah.
look at. So I see Barber, Shelton, and Lee. The two I'm looking at are Shelton and Barber. What are your thoughts on these two specifically?
Both of those guys are left. They're left tackles.
Okay, the left tackles. What about
Austin Barber was left as well. I'm almost positive he's left. Yes, he is.
I'm looking at this list now. Let's take a break. Tackles.
That's why I try to. I did my soon-to-be website, which will be dropping soon. Patriots draft board. I did separate who is a left tackle and who is a right tackle. Or I do need to put in some kind of notation that their versatility that they played right and left before, like asked to be played right tackle, kind of, or asked to play the opposite side as well. Let me see. Can you go down a little bit as well?
I don't think they have the ability to.
Okay, that's no problem.
Actually, I think I can. Oh, dang it.
No, don't worry about it. Yeah, we'll just focus on what we got. It's okay.
Yeah, let's focus on what we got. Okay.
So, if they're not there at the top, they're not there at the top. It's okay.
Okay, so so the other two positions I want to look at, we could look at are tackle. That's going to be a lot more left tackles than right tackles.
Right.
But edge rusher is another position we can look at. What are your thoughts on Tyreek Sapp? Granted,
he's really big. He's going to be in that Keon White type of frame. I like him, but you see the weight's going to be similar to Keon White. He's a little bit shorter than him. It's just, I don't know if it just needs more time or what, but this was supposed to be his breakout year, and he's just not been hitting it like that for Florida. Like, he's still making good plays here and there, but it's just like similar to LT Overton. It's like, I don't know if the hype got to him or coaching's kind of held him back, but it's just not been as I mean, with where we're at, we're in the third round. If he's here, like, shoot, I mean, he'd be a good pick for it. But I just feel like if I see NJ Keon Sabb is really good. Um, I'm thinking here. Sorry, NJ, I'll get to you in 1 second, but I think right now, can you show me? Is there O line option
We got
like guard? This would
so
be about the
there's
ring.
Rutledge, there's Caden Green.
I Rutledge would be. He's playing right currently. Jaden Roberts is good as well. This is a rocking hard spot. There's a lot of decent names here, but for the third round, I'm not like juiced up like that they're right here kind of thing. Look,
Hmm.
how about tight end? Show me tight ends real quick.
Let's take a look at tight ends. We got Claire and we got Raridon.
Hmm. I'm surprised they have him ranked that high, but Birdon that is. God dang, this list sucks.
Let's take cornerback. Nah.
Okay, so I'm gonna let you kind of decide on this one. So we've drafted a wide receiver, we drafted safety. Where would you go here?
Maybe get. I don't want to go for another defensive tackle, but Tonga. We might want to get a nose tackle, and I don't know.
Yeah, say he doesn't resign.
Are there like any good nose tackles?
There is. Yeah, I'll go ahead and give you my list for that. What I have ranked for DT, Kristen Miller, Peter Woods is going to be out of the question. He's not on here for us there. Caden McDonald, or Mari Washington would probably be gone here. Dominique Orange, killing it. I think I saw he was still there. Maybe he was there during Dylan's pick. I don't remember. Bear Alexander out of Oregon. Skylar Gill Howard, who's currently hurt out of Texas Tech. He's a huge guy. A lot of decent names, but in terms of what was there at the top, is that Corleone? Dante Corleone?
Yeah.
Oh God, I love him. I've got Dante Corleone 8 on my defensive tackles. The Godfather is what we call him.
I think getting a nose tackle would be nice if we were not.
Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead, and it's not the biggest need, but let's say we just had a good free agency and we couldn't re-sign Tonga. Let's roll with it.
Also, what do we do with Farmer? Because we did.
That's a good freaking point too. Shoot.
But we at least
this is not my favorite box. This is not my favorite simulator, but it's okay. Just a lot of the names are like, especially the tight end out of Notre Dame that was right there. I was like, what? That's over Claire. Like, kind of surprised me a little bit.
Let's see what else is available. Okay, I'm looking at this list right now. I see. Let's take a look at running back. What are your thoughts on Nicholas Singleton?
I covered him earlier. When I saw that he was there. I don't think he would be. But at the same time, Penn State's not been having that good of a year. He could absolutely replace Ramondre. He already has another guy that works right beside him. I'm blanking on the name. I've got it right here in front of me. Katron Allen. He's a lot thicker. Oh, well, actually, do I have it reversed? There's Katron Allen and there's Nicholas Singleton. Singleton's going to be the bigger name. I think Katron Allen does more of like what Henderson does. So if you want more of the power back, that's going to be Singleton. Justice Haynes out of Michigan would be good. Le'Veon Moss. Because I'm thinking of like there's no point in drafting another Travion Henderson. Get a guy that complements him. And Singleton, Justice Haynes, say Claiborne out of Wake Forest, Le'Veon Moss.
So where would you categorize Singleton? Would he be like your Quinton Junkins or be like your
Yeah, you could say that.
So basically, if Stevenson continues to get hurt and we have
he's a little bit shiftier and faster, I'd say.
And maybe running back could be a position we may look at since we did not get a running back during the trade deadline. So
right.
And there's so much to know with the other two running backs.
Right. I say somehow, some way, let's say he just had a crappy 40 time, but we think he's a good player and he dropped. Let's go ahead and go with Singleton here.
He has to go.
Something like that can happen, kill a guy's stock, but like then you draft him and then it's like, oh shoot, his college tape does match up to the pros and we should have taken the shot. Something like that can happen at any time. We'll try to be quicker on these guys too.
I don't like any of. I don't know the rest of these players.
How about this? Next one, we go to NFL mock draft database.
NFL and in that one, I'm gonna do a call and we'll do.
Yeah, we'll roll with that, and we'll like whoever wants to
get everyone's thoughts because this is disgusting. I'm having a massive brain fart right there.
I recognize these names, but they're not where I would have them. And like Singleton, I would say he would be in like at least the third round.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm taken aback by where some of it's at. And then when I see guys that are better ranked lower, I'm like, what is this, man? It's okay. We gotta roll with what's in front of you.
97, you gotta be kidding me.
Okay, let's go with a young right tackle or interior guard or whatever.
What are your thoughts on Caden Green? Is he a left tackle? Or
he wouldn't be here. Where are we at now? We're in round 4.
We're still in round 4.
Yeah, he's too. I respect him the board. I don't think he would be here. He's currently playing left tackle for Missouri. He was a killer left guard for him.
We might need a left guard if we can put. Because if Michael Onwenu continues to disappoint me throughout the rest of the season, I would put Jared Wilson at the right side.
Right.
And then I would put Caden Green at left guard.
But if you see there, I mentioned Brian Parker out of Duke. Mm-hmm. He can play numerous positions. I think by Senior Bowl, people the coaches are going to love him, and he's going to be at least a day 2 pick. He's going to have like the Powers Johnson out of nowhere explosion, and he's a first rounder all of a sudden. I think that he's capable of doing something like that. For the sake of this exercise, if you're looking for the right side, right tackle or right guard, Brian Parker is going to be your guy.
Brian Parker. So I would have to wait until like. By the time you think about it, he might be overreached, but we want to respect the boards. So I want to look into defense.
If we're respecting the board, I don't think he'd be here, but it's okay.
So let's see.
How about go back to tight end real quick?
Let's see tight end.
See if anybody's...
I don't know. It's usually by like the later rounds. There's some people that I don't know, but
right.
There's Daquan Wright, Lawson Lucky, Joe Royer, John Michael Gillenborg, and Jack Andrews.
I like Royer here, but there's a guy I think that would be right in this range. Can you go down a little bit? If you see a name that starts with Tanner Koziel.
What the
Eli? Look at. Can I just say Eli Stowers like this deep? Like what the hell is this? RJ Merrill? Like there are guys here that deserve to be ranked much higher. This is why I'm not. not huge. And this Tanner Cazio right there, 6'7", catches everything, huge catch radius. So you're going to tell me we already have Denzel Boston, a taller wide receiver, and now you're going to also get a 6'7" tight end to pair with him? Like, you're making Drake May a very happy man for what he's got to get work with. Austin Hooper's a 1-year deal. We still have Hunter
Hunter
Henry.
Henry's on his final year of his deal.
Mm-hmm. And
Into
if you
the
draft
season.
you draft Tanner Koziel to work with a vet with Hunter Henry, like, man, like, you can really prepare this guy to take Henry's place and be a huge body impact guy. Like, I see a lot of big things in Tanner Koziel, and if they're gonna say this is a reach, this is a BS thing here. This dude should be like 130. Same
That's
RJ
just-
Maryland, I'd
that
have
is too-
hired. Like, it's crazy.
like that. There's so much unknown with this. Like I'm looking at this list. There's nobody on. What are your thoughts on? Let's take a look at the background. I don't. I just want to end this.
Yeah,
draft.
you're fine. Let's go ahead and roll with Tanner Koziel, and then we're just gonna speed run it because this is unfortunate. You can even search
Going
it
with
too.
Tanner Koziel at this point.
Yeah, just roll with Tanner. He would be here in this range, I would say.
Oh, brother.
You're all right,
Ray
buddy.
suggested, what about Sports Kita?
I've never messed with Sportskeeda.
Let's go. This is disgusting.
NFL mock draft database is just like, I can be at a doctor's office or sitting chilling, and my wife's watching The Bachelor or something. I can just do some quick mocks just for the fun of it.
I just want to exit it.
All right, so let's go. Let's just try to go tackle, corner, and like just kill it, because this thing is
this is the
nuts.
most stupid. Immediately after when we head to like the third, fourth round, that was where it got me.
Right.
No, it got the guy that I wanted. I don't know if Oh, what are your thoughts on PJ Williams?
PJ Williams out of SMU.
Yeah, is he a right tackle?
He's a right tackle, yeah.
We could get a right tackle right here.
Yep. I have PJ. I'll tell you where I got him. Without spoiling my whole list, I actually have him ranked above Blake Miller at 5. I like him a lot.
Next pick at 193.
Let's go corner. Get some depth.
Let's get corner. Okay.
Yep, just shoot me some names. I'll tell you.
Jeremiah Cooper.
Next one.
Evan Johnson. And Malik Muhammad.
Malik Muhammad. I don't think he would be here, but Malik Muhammad.
And we get to draft again. So
yeah, we're gonna do one on a much user friendlier one than this. It's good. It is a good one because it does like show you a lot of names you haven't seen before. But like in terms of trying to do a live stream mock, it is.
It's frustrating, I tell you.
This is not
You're pissing off viewers. This is not what we wanted.
All right, so we have 2 picks back to back here. Let's go ahead. Look at Edge for me real quick.
Let's take a look at okay.
I'm just gonna be amazed.
Is it come on, is it loading? Okay. Edge.
Just read me off the names and all.
Oh, I think it was Nelson who wanted Clef Lubin. What are your thoughts?
Yes, he's really good. I have him ranked 17th out of 30. He has been absolutely crushing it for Louisville. He would not be here, especially this late, but let's say medicals or something just isn't right. He's worth a shot. we're just living in our own fantasy world right now.
Let's get it.
Let's just let's go ahead and knock him out.
Let's screw it.
All right, next pick. So we went with corner last. Let's check running back for me real quick. We went with Singleton, did we not?
Yes, we did.
Then let's go with let's get
Ugh.
linebacker. Go to linebacker for me real quick.
I don't know any of these names.
Is that Kamara? Oh wait, sorry. Let me just get back to my YouTube.
Romaine, Rolder, Daniels, Afari Jr., and Hossman.
Wow. I'm even looking to see if I even have any of these guys. Right? Romaine out of Kansas State is I can't imagine him falling this far back. He's the best linebacker out of this bunch. He is not going to be here. He is he's very, very good coverage linebacker. So let's say they found something wrong and he's here. Medicals again. That's going to be our excuse for all these players that are falling.
It's going to be medical excuse.
Everybody's got a medical issue. We don't know what the hell we're doing. Our
at this point, let's just pick randoms within given positions.
He is a beast, Nelson.
Jeremiah Cooper. Let's want to get corner at this point, because I don't care at this point.
We are so defeated in this.
You're so defeated. I'm I don't want to draft in this.
Yeah, it's all right. We're gonna go do another one after this, and we'll at least have everybody hop on and
let's just draft a quarterback, for goodness sake. Let's just draft a quarterback because I don't care.
Yeah, let's see who's Carson.
That's it.
John Mateer. What is this?
I think John Mateer because Kyle Williams might want a developmental quarterback because
who's this?
Not keeping Tommy DeVito.
Oh my gosh, dude!
Because we're not keeping Tommy DeVito
any longer. Like Carson Beck, maybe I can understand if they view him on Quinn Ewers or something, but John Mateer, they're like, what the hell is going on? Nick Harbor. You're gonna tell me Nick Harbor, if he did declare, is gonna fall that far deep?
What are all of these? This is not. Okay.
I'm so
guys,
glad we don't have a pick in the 7th round. This is nuts.
Yeah, this is stupid. What are your thoughts on drafting in the using what is it? Draft Buzz. Yeah,
Draft Buzz is good.
We can do that.
It's gonna stick more with the rankings for sure. Because this felt like I've messed with this one or two times, and I'm like, I see people draft all of these guys, and I'm like, there's no freaking chance this guy's here. And this is proof of it. And I see why people draft all these crazy ass names so high. And it's like a lot of filler of guys that I don't see ranked where they would be, but it's okay. Nelson swears by it. I see Nelson in here. He swears by this, but nah. Let's go to NFL Draft Buzz, and we'll shoot our shot there, and then we'll have some people hop on.
Everything went well until the very end. Everything went to the very end.
Until we got to the 3rd round, and we're like, what? I'm like, dude, I don't even have this guy ranked. And
why is this?
I mean, on paper, it's
disgusting.
It's a great draft, I guess.
But now we're getting to the final draft, and this final draft I think we're going to be using Draft Buzz. I think Draft Buzz is going to be a little more easier.
So how about this? Do we want to have call-in? And
yeah, let's do a call. We're doing call-in.
We'll do a call-in, but do we want to do it collective as a group with each person that calls in? Or do you want to do it whoever's the lucky person?
Let's do collective.
And then we'll go to the next round.
Let's do collective.
Okay, cool. So anybody that's in here that wants to hop in and join the chat?
The maximum,
Join the
unfortunately,
stream.
at callers are 6. At least 6.
Okay.
So basically, at least 2 or 3 people can join in. But anyone can join with the 2 nerds here under drafting. But as time goes on, besides the draft, in this draft hub, besides mock drafts, we're also going to be looking at tape from other players. We're going to be doing like news from like all of these players for who are going to be in the Senior Bowl or Shrine Bowl, blah blah blah.
Yeah. Got the link is there for you guys, so go ahead and click it, hop in
the chat below. And I'm trying to
Nelson, this is your chance, brother. I've talked to you for freaking months. I don't even know what you look like. Hop on in, guys. And if not, we'll just roll with you guys in the chat if you guys are camera shy. It's cool.
Hold on, let me just reset. So because I'm kind of lagging right at this point. So just
yeah, you're good, man.
Jeez.
Dow is frozen. So I guess I'm holding down the fort here, guys. So thank you guys for hopping in, sticking with us. We just went through a hell of a second mock draft. If you are walking just now joining us, we have a link that's right here. So feel free to hop in and join us, and we will keep this thing rolling until we get everything all squared away. Right now, there he is.
Forgive me. So I see.
I had to pretend to be host.
Nelson, let's bring these boys in. Nelson, NJ,
my dude.
How are you doing?
Hello.
What's up, guys?
What's going on, fellas?
Nothing much. How are you?
I'm stoked.
Man, that draft was disgusting. And I'm like, what are these rankings right there?
How do you do it, Nelson? How do you do it?
But
that's just how the rankings are.
Yeah.
Because if you look at it this way, if one of the teams loses, that player drops like 20 spots.
Yeah. True. It's tough, man. It's because like you're really going off.
They are. It's just that
it's all consensus stuff. Is really like what like because when I try 3 different simulators and these guys are all roughly in that range, that's kind of like what I'm looking at. And then when it's like names that I'm like, what the heck? And then like we just saw Nick Harbor like all the way back there, and like you and I discussed, Nelson was like, is there even a possibility that something happens and they're looking more at his tape this year and saying he's a guy that should have gone back next year or gone back a year kind of thing? It's a lot of stuff. So
okay. So
NJ, what's up, man?
I'm good, man. Just just chilling, and just having a good life so far in NFL, man. Patriots, man. We've been winning, bro. We
Hell
good,
yeah,
man.
brother.
Yeah.
Man, I'm so happy to finally see like what you guys look like because we talked so freaking much about the draft, and it's cool having you guys on here for sure.
Thank you for having me, bro.
I think I've talked to NJ before, but this is my first time talking to Nelson in person, so I wish Eric was here. Well,
Nelson's my freaking guy. We have been talking on CLNS for like almost a whole year now at this point. Like
yeah, about the whole year.
And he and I are just like simpatico. Like, and anytime I have like, if I'm questioning something on what I'm seeing with me making up my website, he's been super helpful. And he's like, nah, you're right with what you're saying here. Or like, yeah, no, stick with your original plan. He keeps it real for me, and I appreciate it. So,
hey, that's what football head's supposed to do.
Absolutely, dude.
Yeah.
Yep.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it a hell of a lot, man. Thank you.
So we're gonna be playing it safe with the NFL mock draft simulator.
Okay.
So
All right.
let's do that. Thank God I'm no longer lagging because I think not only the draft killed me, but it also froze my screen. So let's hope that's so. We're doing export board, we're doing normals, we're doing standard, and we're gonna do.
Either one of y'all want to do?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's roll with it.
You know,
So let's start and let's see where we got.
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
All right.
Oh, we're going
Mendoza.
slow.
Hold on one second. I might let you adjust it.
Parker.
Okay.
Now it's moving along. All right, cool.
If we hit UPI, then we'll never know the truth.
Let's see what else we got.
So while we have you guys here, is there like an area you guys want to target first?
Shoot, man. Like, I don't know. Like, are we good with edge, or do we need still another edge to be in the draft?
I think we're getting another edge in the draft.
Okay, because I got 2 of them though, but I don't know if they're gonna be available by that time though.
Oh my
Well,
gosh! I'm actually.
Which two you got?
I got the linebacker from edge. I mean, whatever from Buckeyes. Sonny Styles. The other one. I don't know if he can play edge. I don't know if he can play edge though. Can he?
Oh, Sony Styles?
Yeah, he actually profiled more as a safety.
Oh, what the heck?
Well, he was a former safety. He's like Mapu.
Before.
And he moved into the linebacker, so he's very like Mapu. He'd be a Mapu upgrade.
Yeah.
What about Joshua Josephs?
Really good.
Good edge.
I'm thinking about him too.
He's been crushing it in Tennessee this year. All right, Dow, go ahead and show us what we're working with.
Well, I'm working on a freaking technical difficulty.
All right, what's going on? Is it the site?
It's part of the site.
My computer. I don't know what the heck has been going on, but my computer has been acting up, so I have to wait for that. So I apologize to everybody, but if I have to close out my computer and have to go through my phone, if there's a possibility, I could do that. Let me switch over to my Jeez.
Okay.
I hate this. This is life as it's. This is disgusting. So.
It moved. It moved. I think it moved.
Oh, it moved?
Yeah, it's moving now. You got your ads going.
Yeah.
So
here's my question. Hey, have you looked at Gabe what's his name? Gabe Jacobs from
Jake is out of Illinois? Yeah, dude, really freaking good. Where did I have him? He was
holy cow.
I'm still learning my numbers. He's 13th. He's right behind LT Overson.
And see, the reason why I like him is he fits Vrabel to a T. He is the most hardworking defensive end that you'll ever meet. He is always in the film room trying to learn. Yeah. I think that would be the perfect fit for us. Him and Romello. I love Art Mason.
Pretty good. I like him.
I
love Art Mason, but I think Gabe will be a little bit much more detailed.
I agree with how much he like. So my only reason I didn't put him in the 50 was just because I know where everybody else is being it's so bubbled right now. Like my top 12 are all guys that I can see like being in here. I guess if somebody's watching this, whatever, I'm going to go ahead and spoil it. Ruben Bain, Arvell Reese, Keldrick Falk, TJ. Well, no, I moved this around. David Bailey, Cassius Howell, R. Mason Thomas, then TJ Parker, Romello Height, Uiagalelei, Joshua Josephs, Quincy Rhodes, LT Overton, and then there would be Gabe. It's too crowded and too many positions, and I would have looked further into Gabe. I just was like, man, LT Overton's still going to get too much love, and he could still profile as a guy that Vrabel would just look at his overall talent and take kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well, Overton is gone at this point, so I'm looking at. So based off of the players that I see right now,
Mhm.
one of them I'm looking at is we could get another cornerback. What are your thoughts on getting another cornerback? Because
Yeah,
Davis has been a liability so far. I haven't seen anything from Austin so far.
Well,
Marcus
Austin barely plays.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he better plays though.
And
Maybe a cornerback or so, but I feel like we need more of an edge though.
I feel like with having a better having better pass rush in general makes your corners play better.
much better.
Exactly.
Like that's why it's more coveted of a position. Corners to me is kind of like receiver. It's like the last thing you're going to take once you've solidified the rest of your defense, kind of thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm looking at this list. I see Denzel Boston right there. I also see.
Okay.
How about you're generally not going to get Sony Styles this low in the draft, but what are your thoughts on Sony?
Freaking good, smart, physical, just. I mean,
one of a kind, man.
One of a kind. I agree.
In all honesty, I would love to have Sony Styles to pair with Mapu because, in all honesty, both of them are exactly the same.
And you have two coverage linebackers.
And I think Mapu just has he has the right coaching right now because he has actually gotten better throughout the season.
I agree.
Because when he played in against the Steelers, he actually shut down Farmu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been crushing it, dude.
Yeah. So if you get somebody like Sony Styles in there, I mean, that would be perfect because you have Spillane and them two right there. So Spillane is always going to be your spy, and those two boys can be the coverage.
Yeah, I agree with your thought process, Nelson. Like, I would love to get another linebacker because you have players who are more on like 1-year deals. I think Ellis is on a 2-year deal, but he's a RFA, so I'd rather get a homegrown guy top high in the draft. So like,
true.
So in my
opinion, roll with it.
Let's roll with Sony Styles.
Yeah, it will be a great pick. It'll be a great.
Just
pick.
fits a lot of everything Vrabel looks for in a player.
Yeah.
And on top of that, it's just keep solidifying your team, and building that locker room leadership.
Yeah,
I like him more than Arvell Reese in terms of polished game. Like Arvell Reese, do not get me wrong. He deserves to be where he's getting projected right now. He is playing at an elite level, but there's times where he's just a little sloppy, and I don't see that out of Styles as much because I just feel like he's got that more experience.
True.
And I mean, you just are looking at Reese's like what he can and probably will become as taking him that high.
Yeah, true. And also with Styles, he can help. He can help. What do you call this? Who's that guy again? Break. I'm blanking out. Who's that?
Spillane.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. It can make it easier for him too as well, right? So yeah, it makes sense that we draft Sonny stuff in this round because again, in New England, we only draft smart players, right, and really good at their draft. So it makes sense.
I agree, man. All right, no trades.
Okay,
tell Pitt to kick.
I apologize, guys. So forgive me. I'm going to have to like. Oh my gosh, this computer has been iffy today. Why does it hate me all of a sudden? Okay, so it's gonna be slow, but in all honesty, I just want to exit. I want to do a restart because this is frustrating me. I want to.
It's fine,
I'm
man.
gonna exit out from my laptop, so basically, I will switch over to my iPad and let's see how it goes. But this is not working out for me. I apologize.
You're good, man. I'll hold it down for you.
Yeah, for sure.
As long as it keeps the stream going. Cool. Let me make sure we're still live here.
Yeah, but yeah, so far so good, right? This season, not bad at all.
Dude,
season.
been
amazing.
Awesome. I think it far exceeded everybody's expectation. My screen, my computer beside me. Yep, we're good. I want to make sure we're still running live. without the main host. So, anybody that's randomly joining in on this chat at an hour 34 minutes in, this is not your normal panel by any means, but this is a takeover.
I'm just here
We
for the fun.
we run this
Here for the
now.
fun.
No, just kidding. Dal is our main host. He will be returning shortly.
We just took it over for a little bit.
Yeah, we're holding the fort down. And he is back. Okay.
We're back on my iPad, finally.
I am letting the world burn down as a temporary host within the 20 seconds I get. So
yeah, it really sucks. That I have
it's
to do
okay.
Hey man, it's okay, man. It's all good.
Yeah. Thank you so much, guys.
What did Bill O'Reilly say that one time? We'll do it live.
Okay, so if let's see how I do this, and then like I'm gonna. Okay. Give me a sec. How do I share this? Okay, how do I share this with my phone?
I mean, Drake May, man, amazing quarterback, bro.
Dude, killing it.
Fucking love him every minute of it, bro. Like
he makes every single thing he does.
Yeah.
So much more. So much better. So much more enjoyable.
Yeah, they're so mad that just like that. You know, we're slowly coming back, just like that.
Look, the funny part is everybody's talking trash about us not being that talented. But if everybody remember, in 2001, the Patriots were not talented. They was like the underdogs in every game and still won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Right.
So why can't history repeat itself?
It'd be dope. It would be so dope if it could. It would be so dope, man. But it's just a situation that I think my biggest gripe right now is everybody that complains about the schedule and is like,
oh my God,
man, you know,
the schedule. Game's a game, man.
We couldn't even beat these guys a freaking year ago. We couldn't beat the Titans. We couldn't beat. I guarantee you, if we had the roster we had last year against the Browns, we wouldn't win that game either.
It would have made Gabriel look like he was an all-star.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
No matter what we would
really
do.
frustrating when we think about it. Like, I wish that no one underestimates people are underestimating the Patriots at this point. Like, it's not because of the schedule. It's also because Mike Vrabel has turned the ship around. Like,
just like one snap, then there you go. Like he changed the plan in the future right away, man. Like plus he's so good at picking the right players as well.
So I'm gonna do the mock draft from my phone. So this is
okay.
This is going to suck, but. Just
read us off the list.
This is what content creation is like, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey. Tough times, you know.
I know, right?
Tough times when it comes to my laptop. I've never had this issue before, ever.
I blame your college.
No, dang.
Yes.
I don't want to say anything to get you in trouble. Let's see.
Leave it at that.
So I'm looking at this.
That can open up a can of worms.
You going? Okay.
Dang it, Harvard University.
Yeah. Okay. So look, based off of this, we got McCoy, we got Lemon, we got Mateo, Ugalele, Overton, Hood, and then Banks. I'm looking at Mateo Ugalele. That's the guy.
Okay.
The second round, right? Or first round?
First round.
Oh.
So we lost Sonny Styles. So Sonny Styles is out of the picture.
Let's take a look. If he's out of the picture, I think not. Yeah, I think he's out of the picture, unfortunately.
Okay, he got selected. Okay, so we're gonna pivot then. Show us off what we're working with. All right.
Yeah. Oregon guy. I'll take it over. Or
I'll take Ogle.
Yeah.
I'll take Mateo. Because Mateo is a beast. I've watched almost every one of Oregon's games. That man is a beast. He puts you in the mindset of Verse and Garrett.
I agree.
Yeah.
Facts.
So let's do that. Let's draft Mateo. And then
And
when I'm looking. Okay, so we got an A for that pick. So it basically gives you the immediate grades.
We're doing something right.
I'm done.
If Thomas was here, he would definitely give them a mat. He would give him.
I
Yeah,
know,
don't
right? For no
Thomas here.
reason.
Okay, let's see what we got next. Holy
Second
moly, we got our Mason Thomas still up there. Quincy Rhodes, Zion Young. We got
Dylan is there.
Caden McDonald. Ugh, Club Nick. Okay, this is where everything draws the line because some of the guys that I wanted are not there. But what other positions can we look at? Since we already tackled on edge rusher, what other positions can we tackle on?
I want to go for safety though, because we need
Safety? Let's take a look at safety.
If there's a player there, like, because I'm thinking AJ Olsey or Dylan Tinman, either one of those.
Dylan is unfortunately gone, so we're
probably looking at Halsey or out of
Halsey's
LSU.
there. Kilgore's there, Wheatley's there, Emmanuel McNeil Warren is there.
Let me check.
So my safety rankings, obviously, the man from Ohio State, Caleb Downs.
Oh my.
No questions asked there. Dylan, if I get one more fantasy football trade, I swear, it's knocking my phone over.
We got this Tonis on this list. We can get an interior offensive lineman.
What do you have? Smith from Arizona. What do you have him ranked as? Genesis.
Out of safety? He right now.
I think we lost NJ, but.
Oh no, Mir.
No, we lost Nelson.
No. We lost Nelson. Sorry, having a massive.
It's the N.
It's okay.
Well, he asked me where I had Smith. It would be 14th. It's where I had him right now.
So I'm looking
deep
at
class. I don't know if I should have him higher. Nelson,
Okay,
I had him 14th. Like Tao Johnson, Bud Clark, Jalen Huskey, Maryland, Saki Wheatley, Earl Little, and then Smith.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty much how I figured he would be.
I got
But he's actually
Stroman.
pretty good though. He's actually been pretty solid.
Yeah, no, he did. He is. It's like when you're going through it, and it's like safety's just one of those positions that you're kind of like you're watching it, you're seeing like the awareness, you're seeing everything that goes through. It's so hard to neck and neck compare each of these guys. You're just kind of like, do profiles fit like you're looking at intelligence, you're looking at profile as well as like intangibles and height as well. All right, where are we at now?
We're still in the second round.
Shoot.
Thomas, we got Quincy, we got McDonald, we got.
Should we go
Davis.
for a cornerback then?
Cornerback, you said?
Yeah, should we go for it then instead? Because Gonzalo might need a partner, for a long run.
So where do you have at Davison, Tyler, in your rankings?
I have a higher rank because my number one was the guy from.
For first name for me.
Davison Igbinosun out of Ohio State.
Wow, they got him ranked that high. I had him 13th.
Oh,
I would rather have Chris Johnson.
Yeah, Chris Johnson out of San Diego State, but it's a matter of if he's there. I'm glad you got on the Chris Johnson train too, man.
Because if you ever watch San Diego State, dude, he moves just like Gonzalez.
Yeah.
And having two Gonzalez on the same team would be so nasty.
Perfect.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah, it's actually crazy when we think.
All right, and then do we go Chris Johnson?
See if you hit cornerback.
I think corners lead. Let's go. Let's see. I'm gonna scroll. Let's see. Let's take a look at corners and see what we were working with. We got Davison. We got Julian Neal, Malik Mohammed.
Chandler. Oh.
Keep it going. Because I even have like Kyle Lewis like in the 200s for some reason. I think when like the amount of production he's doing right now, Chris Johnson's in this range. Like he's one of those guys that smaller school rises up.
The heck?
Because see, I like Malik Muhammad, but he's more of a Sauce Gardner,
Right.
and Sauce has always been a coverage type corner, not a man to man.
Say you want
And
somebody.
that's the only thing I don't like about Muhammad.
So if we're looking at this, what about defensive line? Because Caden McDonald's another one, and we might want to build the trenches through there. But I'm looking at the rest.
I think I'd rather go offense before we would hit DT, personally.
Okay, so what are your thoughts on Trevor Gooseby?
So he plays left tackle.
Tackle, that's right.
You could try to position him the right. Let me even look this up real quick. If
the other two we can get are Chase Bisontis,
guard,
and Emmanuel Pregnon.
Emmanuel Pregnon is who I would go with because, like, I think say we move Jared Wilson to center. If it's not Ione out of Penn State, Pregnon would be my second left guard.
What about Lance Hurd?
Lance Hurd, where did I have him? I'll tell you. Come on. I too am dealing with a slow laptop. God dang it.
So, like, what position? What side of the line does Bisontis play?
Bisontis is left guard.
Okay, so we got two left guards right there. So,
do I not have him on here?
let me take a look at your list.
Give me the name one more time, Nelson.
Oh, he's lagging.
He's lagging, I think.
Oh, damn
it. I forgot his name, but man,
Hurd. He said Hurd. No, I don't have Hurd on my 15. It was the top 15 I made up of guards.
Let's see. Pregnon is I would look into Pregnon if we were to get a left
He's
guard.
crushing it. And Bisontis is left guard as well. Rutledge is right guard. That's probably in the range you're looking at right now. But Pregnon's he's rising up as well. I mean, Bisontis and Texas A&M's been killing it too.
So for simple purpose, I would go offensive lineman at a guard because there's a because I love Jared Wilson, but I think we need more of like a true left guard.
And we move Wilson to center would be the idea here.
Yeah. So let's go with Pregnon in this situation. Let's see what we got for grade. Okay, a B+, so not too bad. Not too bad.
Okay. All right.
I see you. Okay, Rivers is gone. Price is Klubnik is gone. Okay, to the Jags. Singleton's gone. Okay. Now we're on the clock. No, we're not doing trades. So let's see what else we got. Ooh, we got Claire. We got Neil. We got Muhammad. We got Jonah Coleman on the list.
If we go Jonah Coleman, we're getting the second best running back in the class. I'm not in love with Claire out of Ohio State, personally. He's just not been doing it for me. I had him in my tight end rank. He's probably higher up there he's 7th. I mean, and he's behind a couple pretty like lower named players, but if Michael Trigg is in the picture there for tight end, that would be somebody I would look at.
What about in nose tackle, like Lee Hunter? Or that's too early.
A nose tackle, you say? Like Lee
too.
Hunter? Oh, he's at ranked 165th.
Hold on, did y'all get a wide receiver yet?
We did not.
Let's tickle. So
Let's see
the
what
only
receivers are there.
there's Malachi Fields, Nick Harbor, and then we got Dion Burks, Skylar Bell, CJ Daniels.
Now I love Deion Burke. He's explosive, but he's 5'10", 5'11", jitterbug.
And it's like, are you replacing Pop at that point?
He's much taller than Pop.
Yeah.
You know.
And
What are we
Nick
thinking at cornerback? I think we could go cornerback.
Devin Moore or no?
You mean Dante Moore or
No, Devin Moore from Florida.
what position?
Cornerback.
Oh, cornerback. So got Neil, Muhammad, McKinney, Jackson, Takario Davis,
Julian Neal.
Morris at 100. Oh, it's 218.
Do we got Davis on there? Tarako?
Takario Davis.
Takario Davis, he's 133rd.
But he's actually really good too.
And Julian Neal out of Arkansas is good too.
I wanted Takario Davis last season before he decided to return to college.
I say he
I felt the same way with Dalen Everett.
Yeah.
Now, Dalen Everett's another one that's smooth.
Yeah.
Everett. Dalen Everett. Okay, I see. But so what are we thinking?
See, David Everett actually gave Jeremiah Smith some problems when they played.
Yeah. Jeremiah Smith. He's the wide receiver out of Ohio State. That's going to be like probably, if not number one overall, he's in that top three. Like, you can't pass up on him. Julian Neal out of Arkansas is really good. If that's the Neal you were referring to, Julian Neal, he's really freaking good.
Yeah, he's another one.
I would feel comfortable because if I'm not mistaken, Neal is. I'll confirm this for you right now. He is definitely like man exclusive,
and that's what Braver likes.
Yeah, that cat coverage stuff.
So we could go for Julian Neal if we want, and then switch over to. I'll go.
I'm good with that.
Let's see what we get out of that. Oh, we got an A+ for Julian Neal. Nice. So we got an A for Mateo. We got a B+ for Emmanuel Pregnon, and then an A+ for Julian Neal. Granted that these. Okay, now we are on to the fourth bit. Let's see what we got.
Tight end.
Let's go. We got. Well, there's Jake Slaughter out of Florida. If we were.
He's going to be a center.
But we don't need another center. We don't need another interior offensive lineman because Bradbury's so good right now.
Yeah, well, I don't mind having him for another year. Then
we got Trig. We got Trig. We got Trig is still there.
Yeah.
I would take Trig.
Yeah.
AJ Halsey is there too.
AJ. What about a tight end though? Or it's too early for that.
Tight end. No. We got Trig. Trig. We can get Trig if we want.
I would take Trig.
Yeah. Trig's been killing it at Baylor.
He is so underrated.
Yeah. I mean, you talk about Sadiq, like Sadiq's like in Trig, like Sadiq's definitely better, but Trig is like a couple, like a grade lower. Like if you're going to say Sadiq's like an A, like Trig is at least a B+. Like he's just a notch below, in my opinion, watch him.
What do you? Okay, so we're picking again, and what do you? So the players I'm looking at: Domani Jackson, Amari Farrell, Malachi Fields, Darian Mensah, and of course Whit Weeks, which I'm not a fan of either.
Well, what have we taken so far? So let's rewind.
We took
just in case.
We took interior offensive lineman, we took corner, and we took tight end. I think we could look into safety. or
Zaki Wheatley's there for safety, or
let's take a look at this list. So we got Domani Jackson, Amar Farrell, Malachi Fields, Darian Mensah, and Whit Weeks.
Personally,
So-
I'm not a fan of Whit Weeks. Like, I think he'd be better going back to school one more year.
What are your thoughts on Malachi Fields?
Malachi Fields is a big body, and he. I'll pull up what I got.
I don't think I've seen enough from Malachi Fields right now.
yeah, he still needs more film.
You know, I can't say he's the number one.
Right.
If anything,
What
he's
about
more the 2 or 3, and everybody already said they don't need that no more.
He's got the size. Like, he's a big dude. He's 6'5".
Yeah, he's 6'5".
He's got the size. It's just, is it all together there? And I ranked him at 16. I liked the flashes I saw of him. I had Kevin Coleman, Bernard, Bryce Lance, and Concepcion right above him. Directly below him was Deion Burks, Chase Roberts. So what I liked from when I watched him, like, I'll watch him freaking right now. Hold on. I got a
Like I said,
website.
he's a good wide receiver. The only problem is he doesn't take over a game for you.
Right. No, I can agree with that.
That's the only thing about Malachi Fields. He doesn't take over a game.
Right.
Like, as small as Deion Burke and Concepcion are, both of them boys take over a game.
Now, keep in mind, he's also coming from Virginia as well, too.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, give me a clip. All right. You want to see how we can get demonetized real quick, boys? Let me see if I can switch it over.
Yeah, let's not get
No, we're good. We're doing basically what we do for scouting real quick. I'll try not to show any labels or anything real quick. Come on. So, I mean, he's got some little bits of breakaway right there.
Oh my gosh.
6'5". And we'll watch one more play, and then we'll cut her off real quick. All right. Ball slinging. Good big reach. So, I mean, this is him at Virginia. He's out at Notre Dame currently, so he's upgrading what I guess you would think would be an upgrade because Virginia has been crushing it this year. So that's him going up against schools like Richmond and whatever the heck else. So
yeah. What are your thoughts on Austin Searville or Genesis Smith or Zachariah Branch?
Searville's left tackle, out of Ohio State, correct? Searville's left tackle. Give me like the other two names you gave me.
Genesis Smith out of Arizona.
He's what was he?
I think he's a cornerback.
Yeah. Or safety.
Yeah, he's safety.
And then we got Zachariah Branch, wide receiver out of Georgia.
That's Jordan Addison's little brother. I don't care what anybody else say. He plays just like Jordan Addison.
So basically like a wide receiver too, basically.
Did we draft right tackle?
I wouldn't say.
I don't think so.
I would say we just drafted it.
I wouldn't say he's a 2. He's actually taken over a couple of games for Georgia this year. So
yeah.
Wow, Blake Miller's that low, 269. What is this?
They're not having a good year, but no. So
you
the
rankings,
rankings,
it's going. They're basing it off of what the team is looking like, the whole as a whole.
Okay.
And that's where a lot of the rankings, like when we see the players, they're good, but the rankings may not reflect it because of the team sucks.
They also think about players that are returning, and Blake Miller's not in that phrase, the return. He's a senior. He's played all 4 years.
Yeah.
Now, technically, they could redshirt him and lock him in for one more year if that's something him and the team agree to. But that's a whole other can of worms.
Yeah.
So, read me off who they have at tackle. I'll tell you if they're right or not.
At tackle, let's see what we have. We got Saraville. We got Dame Tria's Crownover out of Texas A&M. Max Ihan
That's who you're taking. What's he ranked right now?
under 35th.
Ian Hanker out of Arizona State is worth it. I have him a little bit behind Blake Miller, but he's killing it there.
So get him.
Max Ian Hanker.
So this is the guy we might want to look into for right tackle.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get
and Crownover I have at right tackle as well. He is 11th for me.
Remind me where Max is ranked.
I had him at 8th.
Okay, and so let's go for bro, and let's get him. Let's see where Okay,
Texas A&M is their line is just so freaking good, and Arizona State Ian Hanker's just like you watch him and you can see he's a Sunday guy.
There's that's why I like Trey. But Trey has been killing it too.
Yeah, like everybody on A&M is crushing it, so it's so hard to like pinpoint like. And I mean that's the same thing with Texas Tech's defensive line that might even hurt Bailey and Romello Heights' stock essentially. That whole line is so freaking good. Is that just giving them the green light? But David Bailey's case, dude has been killing it since he's been at Stanford, and he's even better on a better team. So I mean he's had the years of production to prove himself. So.
Okay, so for the next one, I see Dion Burke still being available. Katron Allen is still available. Jermaine Matthews Jr. is still available. Who else? Skylar Bell is still available. CJ Daniels is still available. I was thinking of getting a wide receiver.
Wide receiver. Okay.
Read us off the wide receivers.
Let's see I know Skylar Bell is still on. Dion Burks is there. CJ Daniels is there. Ian Strong is there. Bryce Lance is still there.
So Skylar Bell, I don't have ranked because I just didn't get around to anything on.
And also, I don't pay attention to UConn. UConn is more of a basketball school.
Hold on now.
No, they've been doing good.
Skylar Bell has actually been tearing it up because he's on pace for 1,200 yards.
I've been hearing a lot about him the last 2 weeks, and I'm like, okay, I need to dive into this guy.
He's on pace right now for 1,200 yards so far.
But their quarterback too I have him in my quarterback rankings actually because he's not even thrown a single interception this entire season unless that's changed. Fagnano, he's been crushing it.
Yeah,
I think he's got 18 touchdowns with zero interceptions and I think 2,000 something yards. And I guess I know where all those yards are coming from because he's hitting Bell a lot. So
yeah, Bell has taken over a couple of games. They may not win a bunch of them because their defense suck, but
right. My only watch of Connecticut was when they played Delaware. And I couldn't even tell you anything about it because I was too busy like hoping Delaware wins.
I don't blame you.
I wasn't even watching. I was in like draft analysis. I was just like, come on, Delaware, let's do something.
If you watch UConn against UMass Amherst, it means nothing because these two schools are not like within a conference. They're like in a non-conference. So like getting a player from UConn is like a myth for me, but I don't think we ever drafted a player from UConn.
Has anybody ever drafted a player from UConn?
Probably the Boston Celtics, yeah. But
that's about it.
That's it. The Celtics, yeah, sure.
Who, let me pull up. Lost again.
Skylar Bell, real quick with his description. I'll read off his height. Once this damn thing wants to load, he's at 5'11", 190. I mean, if he's playing, is he mostly playing X for him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And we need. He's as tall as Stephon Diggs, right?
Right. I mean, he's in that range of it. So I mean, like an X doesn't always have to be a
See,
gigantic guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't. It's. I mean, but my other argument to this too would be we still have Kyle Williams, and we don't know what he's going to do until we see him
That is a
Exactly,
good
yeah.
point.
Tampa
That
Bay.
is a good point.
yeah.
Exactly. I'm like,
That is
And
an
see, I
unknown
don't
at
want
this
to.
point. We
And
will
see, I don't want to draft C.J. Daniels because he's inconsistent.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he's really inconsistent.
But when he makes the plays, holy crap! I just promise you now. I was
But
only
then
going to drop
again,
one cuss word.
Hold on.
Carson Beck has
Then we're
been
gonna be
playing
sitting
like
here. Then we're
absolute
gonna be sitting here with another Javon Baker situation.
heck no, heck
Mhm.
no.
And we know DTN. Me and him went at it for how long about Javon?
For a long ass time, for what I remember, I made a long video, a short video after that during the halftime against the Giants. I was basically heading to work, and I was so frustrated about Javon Baker. I know Colby was frustrated too, for sure. But what are your thoughts on Dion?
How about linebacker? Did we draft a linebacker yet?
No, we have not.
How about we look at Kyle Lewis or Galladay
Yeah.
out of Cincinnati or
Yeah.
Jacob Rodriguez?
Kyle Lewis, he's at 254.
Yes, he is. They've got him ranked low because I think they think he's going to return. I don't think he is.
Or even Bryce.
He's the one. He's the one. He's so good.
Bryce Bocher.
Yeah.
Bryce Bocher. I don't. Oh, he's 382nd. I think he's
See?
gonna return.
Yeah. Hey man,
But-
it's what it is.
The reason why I like Bryce is he fits Bravo's
Mm-hmm.
play style so perfectly.
They
And
him.
if you watch him play, you'll swear to God that is Robert Spillane's little brother or something.
Mm.
Because he
And for-
played with him. He plays just like him, with a man with his hair on fire.
Wait,
And my argument for Kyle Lewis is like the coverage ability is he is the best coverage linebacker in this class. And Deontay Lawson, if you're going to sit there and tell me Deontay Lawson is like a top 50 player for most of these boards, Kyle Lewis to me plays better than him. I'll die on that hill. I think he plays better than him. It's just the competition's different.
That's the only problem. I think that's where a lot of these boys are not being shown the right respect.
Right.
Yeah. Bryce is cold, man. Like I've been watching him lately in Oregon. Wait, he did the one from Oregon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where he's at.
Yeah. He's so good. I'm like, they ain't normal.
And I think the problem with him, the reason why he's so ranked low, is because he has so many other guys around him.
Yes. Yeah.
That people lose him in. And the same thing with Toto,
Mm-hmm.
the other defensive end on the opposite side of Mateo.
Yeah.
You know, because he has more pressures than Mateo does this year.
Yeah.
Here's my random hypothetical to you guys. Do you want to go? We take a wide receiver. Let's say Kyle Lewis just isn't it this year. We keep giving him opportunity, and we've seen how this front office moved on from guys. And we look at Skylar Bell or another receiver if they like C.J. Daniels more or something like that. Or do you want to go? Because I would say linebacker would be here, and I'm throwing Kyle Lewis in here because I think when they go to the Senior Bowl and they interview this guy, I think absolutely Vrabel's going to sit there and be like, this guy's it.
Yeah.
Leadership-wise and everything, I think he just, like, personality, play style, like, there's just so much that's well said about Kyle Lewis that I could see him being in this range, just like Craig Woodson was taken for us.
Yeah, I can see that.
Another position we could look at is running back because there's so much.
Let's go ahead and take a look at running back. That'll be our tiebreaker.
Let's take a look at running back to see what we got. We got Katron Allen still. We got Smothers. We got Jadarian Price, C.J. Baxter, Wisner.
Okay.
Price.
Yeah. He read my mind.
Linebacker. Yeah.
So we've got NJ's with linebacker, and Nelson and I are here with Price.
The only reason why I like Price, even if we didn't have Ramondre, Price is that bowling ball.
He's a bowling ball and he
I
kick
remember
returns.
we could have gotten the young guy as a bowling ball, but oh well.
Oh man, it is what it is.
That is what it is. So
Okay.
let's go. Let's just go running back at this point because there's so much unknown. I
Let-
think that we
let's
Yeah,
will
but I
go-
think when you look at it though, we could get
Let's
a
go
running
running
back in
back.
free agent. Though.
The only
That's
reason
true.
why I would say they'll probably go with running back if they don't know what Gibson is going to do.
That is a really good
Exactly.
point, especially
And
coming
And it's
off
only
of
1 year left.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he's coming off an ACL, so they don't know what he's going to be able to do.
True.
Yeah.
And
Because
besides,
I would
Fair enough.
honestly redshirt him for his first year back to try to get him
Just-
back. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Instead of rushing him
Like
back in
week 8.
completely.
So I would go Price here because I've got him ranked 5th.
Nice, good.
And
Well, I
next
got-
round, let's look at linebacker, and we'll just pound the table. Like who are we taking?
Perkins is the only one available. Perkins, Rodriguez, Romaine, Drake Bowen. Bryce is still there, but the fact that he's
Thanks.
ranked that
How about
low-
Kyle Lewis? Is he still sitting there?
Where
Nope.
is Kyle Lewis?
He was in the 220s.
Oh, he's still there. He's still there.
Yeah.
Okay. That's hard though.
And with the
Two
fact
of
that I don't think we draft.
No, DTN, don't think about them being ranked that low as a bad thing.
Don't worry about the rankings.
Okay.
We know
Because the way them boys play and with the coaching staff you have right now,
No.
and you got
they can-
Nelson and I. We know for a fact like these
they can
guys
be
are,
stars.
Oh yeah, they will be.
No, you
Yeah.
gotta be kidding me! It reloaded. Fudge.
Oh, you suck. You
All right,
suck.
we're starting to.
We're not. No. I think it's
Nah.
already a long stream enough, but
Yeah.
No, it's all right.
no,
Well,
we'll
we
do it next time. We got next time.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, we got
Besides,
next
We're
time.
just having fun, but
Well,
it's nice talking ball. But
let's say this real quick, guys. Look, we had at least we talked a couple prospects here. We got in a couple fronts here with Nelson, NJ, and look, we're still midway through this season, and it's still almost wrapping up the college football year as well. So there's a long way to go for one mock draft rankings. But this is a great time to learn about these prospects. I'm going to be dropping a website here within the next week or so. NFL draft. I was about to say NFL draft pose. No, I wish this was my website. I'd probably be making big bucks. No, Patriots Draft Room is going to be my website. I'm dropping here soon. It's going to have a top 50 big board of players I think that fit the Patriots, as well as my positional rankings that I've been referring to on this stream so far. And you guys can also chime in, throw in your mock drafts, or suggest players for me to check out in my free time. And that'd be something to check out here soon, and we'll cover that later on. So
yes, we're still live, Gerard. Yes, we survived. And the fact that my computer crashed, which is why I decided to go on my iPad. Well, technically my computer did not crash, but my computer unfortunately lagged because some of these draft simulators are not secure, which frustrates me in a sense because we're supposed to be analyzing drafts, and instead Google decides to do me dirty like this. But yeah,
I'm hoping we can draft a wide receiver because our Discord right now is being foolish because they want Pickens in the damn receiver room.
I like that.
And I do not want Pickens.
Nah.
Everything will change when it comes to Senior Bowl, Combine,
for sure.
and free agency.
Yep.
I mean, even just college football wrapping up, the playoffs will hit, and then somebody's going to skyrocket, and then
I don't care what anybody say. I think Chris Bell is going to be a Patriot.
I could see it.
Yeah, you could.
And the reason why I say that is because remember when everybody always asked Vrabel, what is your ideal wide receiver? And he describes A.J. Brown to a T every time.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, y'all get an auto away. Thank you so much, Gerard, for being here.
Thanks, Gerard.
But that's going to be it for today's episode. A long-ass episode, I would say. But if you haven't already, please make sure that you smash the like button. If you haven't already, I'm disappointed at you if you haven't clicked the like button or click the subscribe button. It's completely free and helps us grow significantly here on this channel. And if you haven't already, please scan that QR code if you really want to join some Patriots Clubhouse content. We got multiple channels, and I can briefly go over it. We got a sidelines where basically all of the fans get to participate. We have other rooms. We have a film study corner. We have a draft scouting desk. We have a stats and facts department. All of these you can join by going to our Discord. So unfortunately, tomorrow that I will not be in the next edition of Patriots Mayflower Voyage. I might join it later, but we shall see. So I think that Austin will be taking over for me tomorrow. So, well, you at least get to see me for the post game. Well, I'm going to say next week is going to be content heavy because of that Jets game, which I'm ready.
Yeah, we're ready
my
for
God.
it. Drake May 700 yards.
It's going to be a fiesta.
What?
But
This lose
as
gonna be
always, ladies and
75 to
gentlemen,
zip.
go Pats.
Yeah,
Go Pats,
Go
man.
Pat.
Peace out.
Peace out.
See y'all.